That's a designated area all the way down the Hopewell Highway to the end of Jim.
I understand that.
Washington.
Is it a designated entryway, or is it a pig trail that runs along a fence?
That's not a fence and it's not a pig trail.
Okay. Is there a designated entry for cars and trucks to pass? And
Go see it yourself, okay? I just told you, and I'm not going to continue to repeat myself to you or anybody else.
okay, I understand your position. I'm trying to get it in my mind. If you look at a city plat, you've got streets, you've got driveways to access properties. Is there a driveway that is designated for the entry and exit of vehicles to that piece of property?
I don't have a map in front of me, but looking at what was approved for this project in District 2, there was not a designated driveway to go into this vacant lot.
Okay, that was my question.
But now let me clear you up. Again, I say this again on this open line. They have access in, they've had from day one, they still have. They have out from Canton Street where the driveway is put in. They have all the way out from Martin King Highway where they come in and out. They've been doing it.
Okay. I think the question that we had from the engineer is he wants to know who's going to make the decision for the changes, if there are going to be changes, if there's going to be any drives added or deleted. He wants to know where does he get his authority in which to do that.
From the mayor and city council.
Let me say something. I agree with that. Yes, it comes from the mayor and the city council, but you have to respect who that mayor and council is in that district of the residents like him and I. I've got to look at the money there, use the money wisely. This is taxpayers' money, council. And use it wisely, put the money where it would be most useful and thankful. That's what we're trying to do about we being this new project. But it's money that we're not putting all these unnecessary driveways in. That money can be rolled over for rebeing of a project.
And I think the avenue that we presented is that neither one of us can make that decision solely. So I think the end result that the engineer is needing is that what is the answer to the question? And the answer to the question is that it takes the entire mayor and council to make that decision. You can't make it solely, and you can't do it outside of a call and convened meeting. We don't have that authority. So when that issue comes forward, what you simply need to do is present your case. The citizen who has the need needs to present their case, and then informed people will make wiser decisions.
And then wait 2 weeks to vote on my project. This project got held up a year because the utility company didn't move the line.
We can do it tonight as the mayor suggested, and at any given time, the mayor has the authority to call a special meeting. We're all in town and available at any given time. I don't think it's going to be an everyday issue where we're having to address it.
Dealing with this project, it's been an everyday issue. It's been an everyday issue. You got to look at what you're dealing with.
Well, and I guess that we as a council, the legislative decision-making body for the city, need to find a way to blanket it so that the engineer can move forward and get this project completed.
Okay, 2 parts to this. 2 parts to this. First part is a change order on Millie Francis. Okay? That'll be
A reduction in scope of work, it's a reduction in price, we're limiting it from 2 blocks down to.
That's right. That'll be the first part of item 1. The second part of item 1 would be decision made as to where the authority comes from, using change orders, doing the project.
Now, can I ask a question on this particular issue? Is the only change order on the table these gentlemen's request for lots to have a driveway off of the state highway, off of the city road? Is that the only change order being requested?
I mean, as far as I know, Randy, was there any other driveways that we were asked to add to anybody?
Just this time.
Was it 1 or 2?
2, I believe.
One on Millie Francis and one on Gov.
And
That's the only ones I was just asking that to be clear. I wasn't sure if that was one.
And how many were deleted?
No, 2 or 3.
Okay, so if you deleted 3 and you wanted to put 2 back in, it doesn't change the money in the process.
I just feel like at the
That'd be
end of
right.
the day, we have an obligation to give people direct access to their property. And at the end of the day, if you're going through your neighbor's backyard or your neighbor's front yard to get to your property, then that's not direct access.
Maybe it could change and they can say, you ain't coming across my property.
Did you agree?
So let me shoot this to you. They're not going through the neighbor's yard, they're going in where they've been doing for over.
I was just giving that as an example.
Okay.
I wasn't saying that was case specific to
Every
this.
time I look, you have the same little, whatever, and we need to move forward, and it's been a very uncomfortable feeling for those men out there working every day. You got people from bicycle, irritating them more than Mr. Jarvis as an engineer, and they probably could have been further along if they had helped stop and ask them to get out of the way.
Okay, anything else to be said on this issue? We need to move on. Okay, item 2 would be permission to enter into contract with Garvey Engineering for project of the Whittaker Municipal Airport. 2 and 3. 3 would be permission to bid parking area rehabilitation and security fencing of the Whittaker Municipal Airport. Who's got it? Matt, go Matt. Matt Nim,
Yes, sir. Matt Mann, Garver.
Garvey Engineering, okay.
Happy to be here tonight. This project is actually, we came, I guess it was last November, we submitted a pre-application to the FAA for funding for underground storage tank removal at the airport. Well, since that time, the FAA has basically decided that they want to go ahead and, to back up a little bit, you have right now $405,000 of entitlement monies to be spent at the airport right now. Due to the old situation with the possible new airport, they have decided not to allocate all that money to a project at an airport that may or may not continue to exist, on in the future. So you're at the point right now to where your entitlement stage is you're going to lose a piece of that. You can only, roll over up to $450,000. So this project spun out of necessity. What we plan to do is rehabilitate the parking area at the airport, make it more aesthetically pleasing, more functional for fuel trucks, have about 10 more spaces, possibility for more entrance into the airport and entrance out, and security fencing blocking basically along the whole Highway 14 frontage there, just about, say 85% of it. So total project is about $170,000. That way you can use that money, still be in a position to capture every bit of your entitlement money for 2013 if you choose to proceed with the project at that time as well.
Any questions from that?
I have a question, Matt. You're saying that this particular project, right, may be still money well spent, like, because the fencing could be reutilized whether an airport continues to exist there, or even this parking lot that is adjacent to a functional building that can be
Absolutely.
repurposed.
It's routine maintenance for the airport. The parking lot definitely needs it. The underground tanks definitely need to get out. ADM needs to clear that property of all, we hope there's no contamination, but that's part of this actual project as well. To completely rid that area and give you a sheet from Department of Environmental Management that says you're clear, property's clean.
So the key is that you're saying this is money well spent, right, even if the airport were not to exist there in the future.
I believe it is.
Any other questions? Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
2 or 3 and 4 would be permission to bid south boundary drainage project, which is a much, much needed project before it caves off into the river over there. South boundary is a look across the river, a big pipe where all the water comes out of the level and down through there and drains.
Is that by the locks? Is it on that side of the river?
It's on that side of the river, but it's down on Mr. Law's property, down just below Mr. Law's property.
It's a concrete levee that's on that.
If you're here when we shoot the fireworks Wednesday night, it'll be right next to
Is that going to be in Councilwoman Thorne's district, or is that in Councilman Washington's? So, okay.
Larry, you got an estimate?
I do.
This project is 3 days.